Welcome to another edition of the CS Podcast, where you can hear interviews with special guests such as
Dayon Buchanan, Tom Waddle, Pierre Desir, Brent Barry, Ed Werder,
and many others.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
So be sure to subscribe and tune in to the CS Podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/ChristianRE722.
Did you not get the memo?
That's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722 for great interviews. Be sure to check out the CS Podcast.
You are ridiculous.
Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Shanafel, and I'm now joined by Sacred Heart Pioneers running back and 2015 NFL Draft prospect, running back Keshaudas Spence. Thanks for joining the show, Keshaudas. How's it going, man?
Thank you for having me on the show, man. Everything's going good, brother.
Hey, the pleasure's all mine, and let's get this interview started. I'll go ahead and start off with a pretty simple question, and that is, coming out of high school, why did you decide to attend Sacred Heart University?
It was pretty much a bumpy road coming out of high school. I wanted to go D1. I didn't know how I was going to go D1 or where I would land up, but I know I wanted to go D1. In high school, it was pretty different. Played D-line at 5'9", 230. Anybody that has defense in football knows that a 5'9", 235 defensive lineman is not going to make it somewhere Division I, maybe D3, probably not even D3, because I know a couple of my friends are some big boys and they play D3. But I don't know, man. Afterwards, my senior year, my coach told me he would move me to H-back. He said you probably won't get the ball that much. Your main priority is the block. I laughed about it. Didn't really care if I was getting sacks. Then my running back, I went down with a bad ankle sprain, and then it went from me having one play designed for me to 15 plays designed for me. Then I started scoring touchdowns, and I started to like how it felt when I scored touchdowns. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to try the running back thing out. And then what's so funny is my offensive coordinator now at Sacred Heart came and recruited me at Catholic Memorial High School. I went to when I played D-line. He gave me a little bit of interest, but once again, like I said, I was 5'9", 230, so that wasn't really going to work. Went to prep school. When I went to prep school, I played in 7 games. I had over 800 yards. I think I had about like 8 TDs, which was pretty cool. And then the more that coaches started noticing me from college, they wanted me to play running back. They said, we like you on defense, so we like you with the ball in your hand. And I came down to Sacred Heart, man, and I felt like that was the right choice for me, and that's what I went with.
You mentioned, you were playing defensive line, and then you had to make the switch to running back. How tough of a transition was that? Was that tough at all?
I don't know, because I used to always imagine myself being a running back. If you get what I mean, a lot of my cousins were always skinnier than me, so they always played the skill positions, and I always wanted to play it. And I always used to play NCAA, man, and I always played myself at running back. So, I would take things from the video games, and I would take things from other running backs I knew throughout the city that I grew up with. And I kind of tried to put it into my own thing, and ended up with it being what I liked, and I ended up staying with running back.
Well, it's certainly working out for you, man. And during your first year active on the Sacred Heart Pioneers football team in 2012, you ran for over 815 yards and 6 touchdowns. You averaged over 5.5 yards per carry. Did you expect to have that type of an impact on the team so early on in your college football career?
Actually, I did expect to have an impact, because every summer I'm sitting around at school training with guys and going over the offense and whatnot. We ended up getting a new running back coach that year. It was pretty cool, and we sat down and we talked about certain things that he thought I should work on, and we went through it. I didn't get to start until my 4th game of the season due to the fact that it was bumpy. I was still trying to learn plays and understand the offense, so it gave me a shot at it from my 4th game, which was against Connecticut State, and I think that game I had 10 carries for 123 yards and a touchdown, and I think that sealed the deal from there, and we just went on. As much as me thinking I would have an impact on it, as much as I thought I would with the team, I think I did. After freshman year, me and my safety Gordon Hill, we talked about it. Freshman year, we didn't have that much confidence, and that's something that you learn and you gain through experience. And I think after knowing how the game was played and speed and knowing and getting a feel who's in the conference, you get to know what you're going to go up against, and you can't wait for it. So my sophomore year, once again, I couldn't wait to get out there and show guys what I've learned. And so as my junior, I couldn't wait to get out there and use the tools that I've been orchestrating together since the summer before camp started. So, I think I kind of was expecting to have a little turnout. I didn't expect us to go 2-9, but things work out for the best.
Things did in the end. Things did work out for the best, man. Last year was your junior year, and it was certainly an impressive and successful season for you personally, as you ran for 1,669 yards and 13 touchdowns. And as a team, it couldn't have been any better. You guys went 10-3, and you guys won the 2013 NEC Northeast Conference Championship. How exactly would you describe the season that you and your team had last year?
Oh man, it was amazing. It was a dream come true. We knew we were going to get a new offense. We were excited about that. We worked on it all spring ball. We had a lot of players step up, including my freshman quarterback, Arjun Noel, who was a redshirt freshman. And he went out there and basically, I can't even explain it. He goes from trying to survive every day and scout team to coming in with a starting quarterback job to taking us all the way to NEC Championship, to the first round of the playoffs, something that Sacred Heart has never seen before. So, some may say it's a Cinderella story, it's like a dream come true for us, but, we like to tell people, we knew that we were going to do this. You guys didn't know. We knew the what am I looking for? I'm all over the place. We knew the type of talent that we had. We knew that once we came together and we all got on the same page, everything would work out for us. As far as stats for me, and accolades it's cool, but our main focus was to get a ring, and that's something that we got, and I think now the focus is even beyond that. Now we're talking about national championship play. We know that we still got to go through our conference and whatnot, but once you make it somewhere that you've never been before, you start to realize that, I can reach this certain spot, and I want to continue to grow and finally reach that spot, and I think that's something that the whole team is looking forward to. But as of last season, man, I told my team, I was like, listen, a bunch of linemen, they walked around like, our job is to get shot at 1,000 yards. And I said, you know what, guys, I appreciate it, but I'll be happy with just 800 yards, a couple touchdowns, and an NEC championship, man. Something like that happened, it was spectacular. We reached that, and we reached more. And I'm just proud of the team and can't wait to get back out there for the 2014 season. And
you guys have 18 returning starters, including yourself coming back this season. It looks like you guys are the favorites to win it all again this year, man. It's all set. It certainly seems that way. What are both your personal and team expectations for this upcoming season, Keshaudas? I know you want to go out. I know you want to end your college football career with a bang. I seen the picture of that ring that you tweeted out a couple weeks ago, I think, and I'm sure you wouldn't mind adding another one of those to the collection.
Oh man, me and my teammates talk about it all the time. Expectations next year for the team. As a team-wise, I would say definitely repeat. You definitely want to repeat. You want to build on it. Want to repeat, and we just want to get past the first round and keep this thing rolling. We got a bunch of good guys. We got a bunch of younger guys that's stepping up, and we got a great senior class. Most of our seniors this year, including myself, we all played freshman year, so we still have that camaraderie. We still have that chemistry to go out there and pass it on to the young bucks and make sure that they understand that, chemistry goes a long way when you're playing football with a bunch of your boys because you're out there chasing the same thing. So personal goals for myself would it be, because I did actually get accepted to be captain this year. I got elected to be captain, which is pretty cool. Never been a captain before. I'm always known as the guy on the sideline that's fired up and always yelling and going crazy, so I guess I got to change that a little bit. But my personal goals for next year is to be a great captain, lead my team out in battle, and make sure that we all leave it out on the field. My expectations for the team, that we just go out there and we play our football. We know how to play football. We got a little saying over there, we're going to play Sacred Heart football, and we're going to need all 11 guys on the field on both sides of the ball, giving it 110% at all times, and I think that there isn't one man that's going to go out there on the team and do that. So for expectations next year, team-wise, it would definitely be to go out there and give it 110% every time. Try to compete and try to repeat and go back out and win the 2014 NEC Championship and go on to do bigger and bigger things in the national spotlight.
Chris Shanfeld talking with Sacred Heart running back Keshaudas Spence. And Keshaudas, just a few more questions, then I'll let you go, man. I really do appreciate your time. You guys opened the season in about 3 months, August 30th against Marist. Is there a game on this year's schedule that you're looking forward to playing more than any other?
Yeah, man, I'm sorry about that. I gotta laugh about that. Yeah, it definitely is. October 4th, 3:30 p.m. at Delaware. It's their homecoming. I know that they got a crazy fan base. I've never played in a stadium which I've been told that holds 28,000 fans. I can't wait for that. I always feel like this game that we play, it won't be as fun if we didn't have fans and critics and whatnot. So when I walk in on that field October 4th and I see 28,000 fans, I know it's going to be a game to remember. So that's definitely a game that myself and my coaches and a couple of my other teammates and probably the whole team can't wait to play October 4th. But we know that we got Marist August 30th, and we got to take it one game at a time.
Absolutely. Now, looking at your college career as a whole thus far, what would you say is the most memorable play? What's the play that sticks out to you the most?
I would probably have to say I'd probably have to go back to my freshman year when me and my teammate who actually graduated this year, Greg Moore, we both with the first running back tandem in Sacred Heart history, rushed 400 yards in one game against St. Francis, PA. That was my freshman year, his sophomore year. Also had 4 touchdowns that game, and he had 3. So that was pretty cool. I got him to Sacred Heart record book. I think another one would be from the playoffs when we played Fordham. I don't know if you've seen that play. It was the first series when I took it down the sideline to 55 yards. I had a nice little hit against the safety from Fordham. He scored a touchdown, so that was definitely going to be something I remember for the rest of my life. That's great.
That's great. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of those plays. I mean, especially when you're talking about a touchdown, when you're running guys over, doesn't get better than that for a running back. Doesn't get any better.
It doesn't get big much better than that for the big guy.
All right, hey, Keshaudas, if you compare yourself to a running back currently playing in the NFL today, who do you think that would be and why?
If I can compare myself to a running back, I kind of compare myself to Michael Turner. I don't know if he's in the league anymore. I know he's with the Falcons for a bit. I don't know if he's still around the league, but if you look, I compare myself to Michael Turner because if you look, he has great speed. He has great size as myself. But another thing a lot of guys don't probably point out is that for a big back, he has great feet. If you watch his footwork, he's in and out of cuts, he's in and out of the hole. He's a downhill runner. You know what I'm saying? And if you give him a chance to pick up a little bit of space, he'll show you that he has a little bit of speed. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the fastest guy on the team. Sometimes I like to joke about it. But I think for somebody carrying as much weight as I'm carrying, I can move pretty fast. And I believe that I have good footwork, and it's something that I work on every day, and I can't wait to get back out to school this Sunday and get to it with my guys. And I know we always have something new that we want to do on our ladders. But that's definitely a running back that I can compare myself to. I honestly don't know if he's in the NFL still. I hope he signed with a team and we see him this season, but I would definitely compare myself to Michael Turner, the burner.
All right, sounds great. And final question for you, man. The 2014 NFL Draft was just a few weeks ago. I know you plan on entering the 2015 NFL Draft. At any point during the 2014 Draft, did you think to yourself, like, man, at this time next year, I'm going to be getting that phone call or anything like that?
Yeah, I think about it every day. It's a dream come true. A couple of NFL teams came to see me this year. We had something like a junior day, which was pretty cool. I used to dream about this. Definitely a dream come true. A lot of my friends that I played against this year or that I know I played with got drafted this year, but I definitely thought about it around that time. Around that time of the draft, I want to be sitting down with my family and my friends and just waiting to hear that phone call. I think anybody in my position would be waiting for that phone call, hoping that they get that phone call one day. So I just got to go out there and do what I do on the field, man, because that's the only thing I can worry about, the only thing I can control. And hopefully one day, man, when it's that time, 2014 draft, they'll give me a call.
Hey, Keshaudas, man, I got to say it's been a true pleasure speaking to you. I'm really excited to see what you do this upcoming season, man. And, before I let you go, is there anything you'd like to say to myself and our listeners, man? We appreciate your time.
I appreciate you and all the listeners out there and all the followers. great guy. You know, I just met you. It's pretty cool to be on one of your podcasts. Anytime you want to interview or anything like that, you call me back whenever. To the fans out there, if you guys are listening and watching, thank you. And if you get a chance, man, check out some of our games this year. I'm pretty sure you'll be impressed.
Hey, sounds great. Keshaudas, man, once again, thank you very much, and definitely keep in touch, all right?
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for tuning into the CS Podcast. I hope you enjoyed. Please check out all of my past interviews at www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722. Once again, that's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722. And be sure to follow me on Twitter at Chris Shanafelt.